the game, Mike, and he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
180.
In motion goes Likely. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Duran Bland with the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 38 now, here comes second and 8.
Alpha, sit on. 180. 13.
From the gun, Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Jackson now on second down. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Third and goal.
180. 180. 180. Yo.
Now it's Jackson. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on fourth and goal.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Back near his goal line, Prescott. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. Really one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the end zone, here's Cavante Turpin. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. On play action, here's Dak. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he will score. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys will level things out at 7 apiece. Time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
It's hot! It's hot!
Slot man in motion left. On first and 10, Jackson. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
It's second and
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches.
Hey, report! Report! Shut
Back to throw, Jackson. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Cowboys will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break.
At the Ravens' 47-yard line.
We're going to 54. Here we go 46. Here we go 46. 46. Here we're going to 54. Right here. 26.
On second down, it's Dak. That's caught! And we'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18.
47. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. To the goal line and in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Sit hard! 180! Go.
Pistol formation with Jackson. Over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
180! Sit hard!
In motion goes Likely.
Sit hard! Sit hard!
A first down throw for Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Sit hard! Sit hard!
Throwing Jackson. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
180! Sit hard!
Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Kenneth Murray.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half now. Still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
First down, it is Williams. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Alexander on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. 180.
From the shotgun, it's down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time like talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this.
And he'll get into the end zone. C.D. Lamb, touchdown Cowboys. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point by Aubrey is good. Cowboys will take a 21-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown. Out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Gain of 17 yards. And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, report! Report!
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
1st and 10 at the
Whatever they've
36-yard
talked about in the
line.
locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's good for another.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey!
Jackson out of the pistol. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot! Sit hot! 180! Sit hot!
A give right up the middle to Henry. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
Real quick, ready?
Brings up 2nd and 9.
180! Sit hot!
Here's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
I paid for this! What are we doing?
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown, and instead the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
There we go! What do you think?
The drive begins with a run by Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, here we go!
They'll go again with Williams. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. From the 41, here's second down and 3. To throw is down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. He was trying to get it to CD last. And third down coming up.
Here we go, 47. Here we go. Come on, look. Here we go, going to 52. Here we go, 46. We're going to 54. Line in. 26.
Now Prescott. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down.
Yeah, here we go. Line in. Then we're going to 52.
Pistol now for Prescott. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18. Give left side. Here's Williams. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
He's got the first down. They'll bring him down to 28. The sticks will move. First down, picked up on the ground.
And these are the tough yards you judge it back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive, and I think he's able to pick up that first down by about a yard or 2.
Here's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Up to this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Here we go, kick. Here we go. And 47. 26.
Play fake. Prescott. That is caught at the 3. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Ravens 7.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
You horn. Alrighty.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's no secret, this offense has severely struggled to sustain drives this entire game, and the scoreboard, for the most part, Mike, it reflects that. I mean, that interception should, in essence, put an end to any lingering hope of a last-minute comeback.
Yeah, here we go. Wide in. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 50.
He'll try the right side with Williams. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal.
Here we go. Going to 53. Wide in.
Here's Dak to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
DC, right? Get on! Get on!
Jackson looking to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
2nd down. Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
One last shot now for Jackson. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say